Hey everyone, my name's Cassidy or Magical Martini. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I have been officially tagged in a YouTube tag video. So in past videos, I have done the Disney villain tag and the Get to Know Me Disney YouTuber edition tag. However, I was not actually tagged in them. I just saw other Disney YouTubers doing them and thought they looked like a lot of fun, so I went ahead and did them myself. But this one I was actually tagged in, so I'm really excited, and it is the underrated Disney tag. And I was tagged by my friend Jess and her boyfriend Nico over at The Princess and the Sith. If you haven't checked out their channel, definitely do that. I will link them down below. They are an awesome Disney content couples YouTube. They have such awesome videos, from bippity boppity box unboxings to hauls, tags, reviews, all sorts of really cool and creative things. So definitely check them out. I love their channel and I love you guys. Thank you so much for tagging me. This looks like so much fun. When I saw that you tagged me, I literally stayed up super late thinking of my answers, so I'm really excited to do this. The tag was created by Twinkle Bell Terryn, sorry about that, and the Disney sisters. So I will also link them both down below. I have written down all the questions and my answers in this handy dandy notebook. As always, it says, if you can dream it, you can do it. It is a Walt Disney quote. And so let's just go ahead and get into the tag. The first question is favorite underrated Disney movie. I have two. As usual, I'm going to break the rules a little bit and answer with two. So number one would definitely be Tarzan. I love that movie so much. It is so brilliant. Like, everything about it. It has everything you could want. Action, adventure, love. It's funny. And the characters, like, they're so relatable, and I just love them. I love Tarzan, I love Jane, I love their relationship, I love the music. Like, Phil Collins did pretty much all the music. I don't understand why it's not more popular. I cannot talk today. Why it's not more popular, and why there's no, like, merch for it. I mean, there were some pins that were just released for the 20th anniversary, which finally, because there's just not enough stuff of Tarzan. So absolutely 100% Tarzan is my favorite underrated Disney movie. But I also have to mention Brother Bear, because I feel like nobody has seen that movie and it is amazing. It was one of my mom's favorite Disney movies because she was so obsessed with bears. And it's just such a good story. It is very sad. I cry every single time I watch it. Actually, I haven't been able to watch it since my mom passed, because if you've seen it, you know why. If not, I'm not going to ruin it for you. But definitely give it a watch if you haven't seen it, because it is so underrated. Number two, most underrated Disney movie that's not necessarily your favorite, just in general, overall, an underrated Disney movie. Okay, so I went with The Rescuers because I feel like more people have seen The Rescuers Down Under, but not the original Rescuers. And it's such a great movie. Like, Medusa is a crazy villain, like, but I love her alligators because I love Disney alligators. And just the story is it's really good. I don't know, maybe it's just because I grew up with it, but I feel like no one has seen, like, the original Rescuers. So go watch it. What are you doing with your life? Go watch it. Oh, that was kind of harsh. Sorry, but seriously, go watch it. Number three, most underrated Disney character. So originally my mind went to Vanessa. Vanessa, if you don't know, is Ursula's human form. Obviously, Ursula is not underrated. She's one of the most merchandise Disney villainesses that there is, but her human form, Vanessa, doesn't get any love. So I love Vanessa. She's one of my favorite villains, so I went with Vanessa. most underrated Disney animal. This one I had to think about a little bit because there are quite a few, but I ended up going with Philippe, Belle and Maurice's horse from Beauty and the Beast. Obviously, Beauty and the Beast is not underrated at all, but I feel like Philippe is because he never gets any recognition. No one ever talks about Philippe, but in reality, if it wasn't for Philippe, Maurice would have been eaten by wolves, for one. Then Belle wouldn't have found her father, for two, meaning she would have never met the Beast, meaning the whole story wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Philippe going back and finding her once the Beast took Maurice prisoner. So I think Philippe is highly underrated, and he's such a handsome looking horse, like so beautiful, and I love him. So Philippe. 5, favorite underrated Disney song. I believe it was Nico that said I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules for this question, and I couldn't agree more. That song is amazing. I love Meg. I love Hercules because I love Greek mythology, but I love Meg. Like, her character is so badass, but like such a softie inside, and I just feel for her, and she's so scared to fall in love, but she is. And so this song is just like so depicting like the whirlwind of emotions within her, and I love that the muses are in it, and it's so underrated. No one ever talks about this song, but it is so good. So I definitely agree with you, Nico. I Won't Say I'm in Love is a very underrated Disney song. Number 6, most underrated Disney soundtrack. This is another one I had to think about because it took me a minute, but I'm gonna go with Lion King 2, which I also feel like a lot of people haven't seen, which also blows my mind because it is so good. And the music is no exception. Upendi and Love Will Find a Way, and there's just the whole soundtrack is really good. I like it a lot, so if you haven't heard it, go listen. Number 7, favorite underrated live action movie. I'm gonna go with 101 Dalmatians with Glenn Close. I grew up watching this movie. Also, 102 Dalmatians is pretty good too. But I'm gonna go with 101 Dalmatians because I absolutely love it. I think Glenn Close is an amazing Cruella de Vil. My favorite part is when she's in the barn and all the animals are messing with her and she's like in hay and poop, and like it's just hilarious, and I think they did a really, really, really amazing job with that movie. And I just feel like not a lot of people have seen it, and when it did come out, not a lot of people cared about it, but it's really well done. So also, if you haven't seen that, like, just make a list of all these things because they're great, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch them. Okay, so number 8, most underrated Disney villain. So I already said Vanessa, so I'm gonna go with my boy Lotso. A lot of people don't like him because of how mean he is, and I get it. He did have a chance to redeem himself in the end, and he didn't. But I mean, that just shows how heartbroken he is. I feel like I'm a broken record with this because I have repeated this numerous times on my channel. I have such a soft spot for him. I feel so bad that he was that heartbroken that he's not redeemable. And I mean, let's be honest, he's paying for it by being on the front of a trash truck for the rest of his life. Like, give him a break. So definitely 100% Lotso. Number 9, the most underrated Disney princess, official or non-official. So I'm not gonna call, okay, I have 2 answers for this. I'm not gonna call them princesses because one is technically marries a god, and one becomes like the queen of the jungle. So they are Meg and Jane. I love them. They are in my top 5 like Disney female lead characters that I love. Meg is, like I said before, just so badass, but also just like a woman that wants to be in love, and her story is just, I love it. I love her, and I love her story, and I love Hercules, and I think that movie in general is pretty underrated too. But so I'm gonna pick Meg, and then also Jane. Jane is such an amazing character. Like Jess and Nico said, she is adventurous and she's just open to this whole new world and so curious and just wanting to learn. And she's also very pretty, and I just think she's a really great female lead to look up to. She follows her heart, but she's loyal to her dad. Like, she's such a great character. So Meg and Jane. Number 10, underrated Disney couple. I'm gonna go with Jane and Tarzan. Like I said in the beginning, Tarzan in general is just so underrated, and Jane and Tarzan are they're just such a cute couple. They're so great together. They're just adorable. He loves her, she loves him. Like, they're the perfect balance. She's teaching him how to be more human. He's teaching her how to survive in the jungle. Like, I think that they learn a lot from each other. I think that they both make each other better people, and they obviously are very attracted to each other, and that's just really awesome. So good for them. Go Jane and Tarzan. And the last question, number 11, underrated Disney sequel. I'm 100% going with Lion King 2. It is so underrated. Everyone loves the first Lion King, but have you seen Lion King 2? Because it is about Kiara, who is Simba and Nala's daughter. And then it is also about Kovu, who is the heir, or Scar's hand-picked heir. Not his son, but like his hand-picked heir. And it's their story, and it's so good. I have a snow globe of them in the back. I named my dog after Kiara, and I just absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, please, please, please watch it, because it is so good. Like I mentioned earlier, it has amazing music, it has a great story, and it just truly continues the original in a really amazing way. I was worried when I went to watch it, are you gonna ruin one of my favorite Disney movies? And 100% no, they did not. It is truly an amazing movie, so definitely go watch it if you haven't already. So that is the end of the questions. I wanted to thank you again, Jess and Nico, so much for tagging me. This was really fun, and I am really excited to have done my first official Disney tag. Anyway, if you are new here, please consider subscribing if you like Disney and Disney pins and occasional Harry Potter and all that good stuff. Like and comment down below. Please feel free to do this tag if you want. If I was going to tag a few people, I haven't checked to see if these people have already done this tag, but I would like to tag the Leffersons, Alyssa and Garrett, and then also Princess Minnie, Kate. You guys have probably already been tagged, but if you haven't, go ahead and do it. Also, anyone else that wants to do it, it was really fun, and it's really interesting to hear people's answers, because a lot of this stuff you either haven't seen or kind of forgot about, so it gives us a little list of stuff to go do. And if you are returning, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you, and I hope that you all have the most magical day. Bye.